Okay, I enjoyed that one, so let's see if can I beat an IM today. Maybe Elephant Gambit time, bring that out again. Secret weapon. Oh dear, I hope he's forgotten the theory. So he's been up to 2442 on the 5-minute auto pairing. His bullet's not that great, it's 1943, he's been up to a maximum 1999, so he's maybe a bit of a slow player, we can determine from that. Okay, I think I'm okay so far, am I? So bishop c4, bishop e5, queen h5 is, I assume, the theory. That's different. Okay, so I might have a good game after that bishop f4. I don't mind the double pawns if I get the b file. Lots of pressure. Mission accomplished. Knight c3. So knight f6, bishop b5 maybe. Knight d4 is not on the cards. Forcing moves. I don't think f6 looks appetizing. So knight f6. At least he can't pin knight with bishop g5 without wasting more time. I can let him have the exchange here. I can play bishop a6 and cut off his king. So castles. Knight c6 takes bishop a6. He wins the exchange, but he's going to have to castle queenside, I think. And then the b file might be useful. So bishop e5, if I just castle. I don't want to play a move like bishop d7, too passive. He's not getting in for that. So, forcing moves. Knight d4 doesn't do anything, queen d4 doesn't do anything. Knight g4, knight takes, bishop f4, knight g4 might be interesting. Knight c6 takes takes on h2. h2 is a vulnerability in the background, but knight e4, okay, that's a pain. Knight e4. What about just rook e8 here? Bishop d7. I think bishop d7 time. Mind you, d5 after taking queen f5. I'm on. No, hang on. The bishop will be hanging. Knight d7, bishop f4. So if I take, his bishop's hanging. Bishop d6, queen d6. I want to get onto this h2 because the knight. There's no knight on f3. So I think that's what makes the Elephant Gambit dangerous. This h2 tactical vulnerability sometimes. Okay, so knight takes here is hopeless. Rook e8 is looking logical, probably. Put more pressure on e5. This horrendous knight on e5. So am I actually threatening? If he takes on an e4 take, I could play knight e5 attacking his bishop. Right, he's thinking. That's the good thing as well about this for 5-minute chess, this opening. So protecting e4 again. So if he takes, I'm still protecting e4. Okay, I can take on f4 but I lose my queen. Right. So if I play h6, takes knight e4, queen h4, I think I'll go for that. Or maybe even bishop h2, queen h4 and rook e4. That's the way to play it. This h2 vulnerability. I think I have to play g5, weakening my king a bit. And weaken his king a bit with double pawns, or am I giving him the f file? He's not going to take that for the f file. Get some pressure on the b file. I like the position, like it. Forcing moves. Queen d5. Queen d5 just looks positional. Queen d7. I think queen d5. Just central queen looks nice. Still thinking strategically, really, most of the time. So something like King G7 H5 H4, try and tear open his king. He's going to play G4 on that event. B2 is a bit vulnerable. There's a forcing move, Queen C4. No, it doesn't actually force anything. That's protected. I think I will play this with this idea, H5 H4. Try and get to his king from here. Now Queen B5 or Queen A5. There's Knight C5. This Knight C5, is it going to be a pain? I think I'll carry on with this idea. If I support with the rook, I lose E4, so I'll just play this to be able to support with the other rook. Rook H8, H4. There's always G4, there's H3, weakening the light squares. Once he moves the pawn, there might be H2 and E3. My queen's protecting that at the moment, unless there's a major tactic happening, like C4, probably C4. So can I protect with the king? C4's something to really worry about, actually. That's a real pain. Okay, forcing moves here, or just King G6 or King H6. I'm walking into something horrible on the diagonal now, probably Queen C2 and F3. I'll be walking to F3 unless I just move the king back soon, or G4 and Queen G5. If I play G4 for Queen G5, so Queen C2, and there's also Queen F5. Queen F5 would just unpin, so I'm gaining a bit of space on this king side, still protecting E4, and I still want to play H4. So forcing moves here to look at any vulnerabilities. Queen F2 doesn't really do anything. H4 for G3. I think I've got enough to support H4 here. Okay, can I support E4 with a king? Before E4 drops, any forcing moves for him? F3, F3, ouch, F3, and my rook. I'm going to have to sack a pawn and try and play for, I don't know, I've got check. I've got check, and then E3. So I've got E3, I've got possibilities here. I can throw this check in now after rook E3, or I can just take on E3 and play King F4. There's rook E7. He's not giving me that. Okay, he's going to come to E5. Well, I've got Knight D5 to protect my pawn. Okay, I'm still going to play Knight F4, and I've also got rook G8 check. This is looking very, very good. I like this. 39 seconds against a 2-3-4-1. I'm just going to play Knight takes F4. So if rook E3, there's Knight G2. Forcing moves. Docking computer switched on. I'll just try and mate him with the two rooks with rook H7. Okay, I've got King F3, I've got a crushing position. Yes! He resigned! 2-3-4-1! I am going down! Actually, I am more convinced about this forcing move concept. There's a reassurance about not missing the opponent's dreadful forcing moves, and the key moment here that was actually useful was when he subtly played this potential game winner. You know, lots and lots of people will probably lose this position just playing the casual rook H8 if they don't see C4. If you see C4, then if you don't, it's a total disaster, because C4 takes Queen G5. He's winning F6. The whole attack concept is completely not going to see the light of day because of one forcing move here, C4 in the position. So I'm actually using my king to try and reinforce almost the centre very soon as well, reinforcing E4, and then to undermine E4 he's weakened his king and he's weakened F4. So that was really cool what happened here, I thought. Yes, that's made my day. I hope you enjoyed that game. I did. Comments or questions on YouTube. Thanks very much.